everyone, welcome back to our channel. So this is Jamie over here, my oldest. He's how old?
5.5.
5.5. So we thought of doing a bit of a vlog today and show you what we're gonna get up to today. So it's a Saturday and it is 10 to 10 in the morning. So far Millie has gotten us up at like 7:30. You got up at the same time as well. And my partner and I, we take turns having sleep-ins on the weekends. So he always sleeps in on a Saturday, I always sleep in on a Sunday. So we've got a bit of a routine going on Saturdays now. We had a pizza party. Basically it was the last day before we couldn't really have anybody in the house anymore because of the whole pandemic thing and the new rules. So we had a bit of family over, all within the rules, and we made homemade pizzas, didn't we? Yeah, and we just had a bit of a chat and everything. So I woke up this morning and I was still full. I was not hungry, but Jamie was a bit hungry. What did you have for breakfast, Jamie? Granola and yogurt. Millie had porridge as always. So the kids have eaten their breakfast. I had a coffee. Then we went to the playroom and played for a bit. I put my makeup on while the kids were playing. And now it's almost 10 o'clock. And Millie always goes down about 2 to 3 hours after she gets up in the morning. That's her nap time. So she's just sorting herself out to go to sleep. So while Millie's sorting herself out for her nap, what we're going to do is I'm going to sort some bits out for our brunch later on, because what we do on Saturdays is Millie goes for a nap, I put the monitor on and I bring it up to my partner, so while he's sleeping the monitor is next to him, so when she wakes up from her nap he'll hear it and he'll get up as well. And while they both are sleeping, Jamie and I are going to the park. We usually ride a bike or we do scooters, or it's just a bit of our time together, isn't it? Yeah, so we get a bit of chatty time and catch up time, even though we do it every day, but it's a bit different when you have a baby with you all the time. So we do that. We're probably going to pick up a loaf of bread on the way home as well. We've got this really lovely little coffee shop within walking distance that's proper sourdough bread. We'll grab that as a treat, because on Saturdays we treat ourselves to like a healthy fry up, and we have it usually for brunch. So today we're gonna have bacon. I forgot the brand's name, I'll show you later, but I get this no nasties in it bacon, which is so delicious. And I'm also going to make what's the name of it, like shakshukra or whatever it is. It's basically like a nice tomato sauce base. I'm gonna add some beans into that, so it's kind of like a bean thing, and then you pop some eggs in it, like raw eggs, and you put it in the oven, so it's like baked eggs and nice tomatoey sauce. And we're gonna have that with bacon and avocado. My husband is probably gonna have an eggy bread because he doesn't eat eggs, but I'll show you that later. And we'll cook that after we come back from the park when everybody else is up. So yeah, let me show you how I prep for that, because I like to do that while Millie goes to sleep, so when I come back in and we're all starving, it doesn't take me forever to make it. So I've started off by getting some of my sliced and frozen mushrooms onto the pan to defrost, so I could quickly make some when I get back from the park. Being the only one in the family who likes mushrooms, that's how I like to keep them, to avoid any waste. Then I took 1 onion, which I had to cut off quite a bit, and I thinly sliced it just to give the dish a little bit more of a texture rather than being all mush. But you can cube it, you can blend it, whichever works for you will still taste absolutely delicious. So I have done that, and I put it in a frying pan. I also chopped up 2 cloves of garlic. They were quite big cloves of garlic. One of them will be for the egg dish, and the other one I'm gonna put in with the mushrooms. So when I come back from the park, I'm just gonna slowly pan fry those, and it will taste absolutely delicious. For the spices, I love to use nutmeg and sage to give tomato based dishes really good depth of flavor very quickly. So I used about half a teaspoon at the most of nutmeg, and I used a good pinch of dry sage. Then I also added some sweet paprika. It was a teaspoon. And I
also added some smoked paprika, which was about half a teaspoon. I like to add the spices with the onion and garlic and pan fry them, because in my opinion this way you're gonna avoid having a heartburn because your spices will be cooked. At least since I've started doing it, we have never had any kind of heartburn. I also had some flat leaf parsley in my fridge, so I added those as well and just pan fried the whole thing. And a couple of minutes later, this is what it looked like, and I added a can of chopped tomatoes, nice and simple. Cooked that off, and that just smelled already absolutely amazing. I also added a good helping of black pepper, but no salt because Millie will be eating it as well. And that is sun-dried tomato paste cube.
It's not too cold, and we're going through a bit of a woodlands patch, and Jamie just loves going on a bike with it because there's so many bumps and hills and logs for him to climb on and everything, so it's really, really wonderful. Then Mr. Batman. All right, let's go. Come on. Are you the gingerbread man? How was the park?
Amazing! Story!
Learning some Spanish, eh?
Yeah!
Alright, where are we going now?
To the bread shop!
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some bread, and I can foresee myself eating a cardamom bud. Oh well, it's a Saturday, it's a treat, and we just walked lots in the park.
So when we got home, I drained a can of butter beans and just added it straight into the sauce. I did add a splash of water into it as well, and it was cooking. Tom, who was a bit cheeky and managed to defrost a couple of sausages I'm gonna grill for him. And back to my shakshuka, I still can't pronounce it. I popped it into one of those oven trays and put eggs in there. So the goal is to put 4 in there, but I would strongly suggest to use a spoon to really get it to sit deeply instead of just on the surface. This has turned out actually to be so delicious. I would say is watch it if you want your eggs not to be well done but a little bit runnier, especially for the egg yolk. But it was definitely a big hit, and I'll be making it again, especially because it was so easy. So off into the oven it went. Now I'm going to scramble up a couple of eggs because my husband does not like eggs on their own, so he likes to have an eggy bread with his fry-ups to still get the nutrients into his diet without having to endure the taste. So there goes the bread. I literally just an egg dipped bread goes into a frying pan for a few minutes on each side. Millie's having her beans without the baked eggs in them with avocado. And here I am trying to juggle and cook everything at the same time. So sorry, it's a bit back and forth. So after about 10 minutes or so on the grill, the sausages are just so good. So I am going to flip them over onto the other side, and I am going to add the most delicious thing in the world is this nasty free bacon. It is so very yummy. It is a bit expensive, so I usually buy it when it's on promotion. I think Sainsbury's usually does it, but we're gonna cook the whole pack because it's only 6 slices. Each one of us is gonna have 2 pieces, and it's a weekend. We never have bacon or sausages during the week anyway. So Jamie decided to have 1 eggy bread as well. mushed up some avocado on top. Jamie is gonna have a bit of bacon on the side as well, and of course the beans. Tom is having 2 sausages, a couple of eggy breads, just plain beans, and Millie's having some scrambled eggs on the side of her beans and avocado. Look at that bacon, it just looks so good. And I'm having avocado, mushrooms, some toast, a couple of bits of bacon, and I ate probably at least a quarter of that. Shakshukra.
Is that a bite?
Oh my god.
What?
Do you want a bite of mine? Right. Hold on. Still have some in my mouth. Make sure to keep your mouth closed.
I like your style,
Oh my god, that
Jamie.
was so good.
You two are the perfect pair for sharing. Mummy leans forward and Jamie pulls it back at the same time.
What you mean is that you're learning from your little boy of how to share food with me?
Yeah.
No.
I normally focus on my fingers.
Are you dancing, Millie?
Is that egg? Up by her nose.
Yeah, it is egg. Alright, you keep dancing, I'll keep eating.
And I'll keep eating too. I'm such a cinnamon bar.
Yeah, you're still gonna eat before you go anywhere, miss. You wanna go on an adventure? Yeah, do you wanna go? You gotta eat first. Yeah.
You do?
You do, otherwise you're gonna be hungry. And we don't have any food on the adventure. What are you gonna do? No? No, Daddy's not gonna share any food with you.
I don't have any food to share. It's all in my belly.
Mel, don't be a stubborn
I
girl.
can't say mine, you know. It's custard. I'm not allowed custard.
Is Millie not allowed custard? I'd feel the same way, Millie. No custard in life. That's one of life's great miseries.
Because
Les
Millie's,
Miserables.
because Millie's a baby. Babies not allowed to have much things with their babies.
Is that right?
So that means if you behave like a baby, we can't give you custard.
I like that rule, I like that rule.
No!
So we just had the most amazing brunch. That shakshuka, I think that's the name of it. You know, when it's like baked eggs and sauce and stuff, that went down really well. Jamie loved it. It cooked in about like, I'd say maybe 10 minutes. Basically in the time for the sausages and the bacon to be cooked in the grill, it was cooked and the eggs were well done. I probably would have left them a little bit runnier, so I'll remember that for next time. But it has gone down really well. And then we had some cardamom and cinnamon buns and they were just incredible, such a treat. We haven't had them for, I'd say maybe at least a month. Like, it's very rarely that we have them, so today we're having a proper treat day. And it is about 20 to 1 at the moment, so we're going to leave at 1 o'clock and we're gonna go to B&M. Just because we need like little bits and bobs, and I've looked at the prices and they've got the best prices for those. And Jamie's getting a lot older now, so he actually likes going and getting bits and bobs for his room, so we haven't done that for a while, so we'll do that then. Yes, Jamie, come on. We got a knock on the door before coming into the room because for all we know Millie's sitting right by the door so she doesn't get smacked in the face with it, so we all have to knock before we come in.
Yeah.
Did you finish tidying? Yeah. How lovely is that?
Dad.
Cool stuff. Yeah, so I usually cook and the boys are usually the ones who are on the weekends trying to help me and they tidy up and clean, which is just such a treat. It's really wonderful. Thank you, Jamie. How was your brunch? It was really good. He ate everything, didn't she? Millie was a bit fussy. She didn't really eat. Like, she ate maybe half of how much she usually eats. So she's teething. She's getting her top molars. So bless her. She's gonna be okay. what are you gonna do? You're just gonna carry on going. So yeah, we're gonna play in our front room for a little bit, maybe for about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna finish my coffee, and you know sometimes when you have a big meal you just want to sit for like 15 minutes, and we're gonna do exactly that. Then Millie's gonna get changed into like all my clothes, and we're gonna go. So we'll show you what we're gonna get from the B&M. We'll see if we can film in there or not, depending how busy it is. Like the park was so busy, I couldn't really film in there. But yeah, we'll get some bits and bobs and we'll see what we get. And then when we come home, I think we're gonna have a little bit of a chilled evening. We're gonna put a chicken roast on. We like to do a roast on a Saturday rather than a Sunday. And Jamie's gonna do a bit of his homework most probably, and we're probably gonna watch a film as a family. Millie might have another nap. So we'll see how it goes. So just nice and chill. Is it exciting doing vlogging, Jamie?
Yeah!
Did you like it?
Yeah.
We were thinking the other day that how cool would it be if we would have been vlogging years before, so we could just put it on our TV and see what a day was like a couple of years ago when Jamie was like 3 years old, for example, and what was going on. So we cannot wait to look back even at just normal everyday life and just see what it was like. Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to looking back the most, Jamie?
Playing with you.
Playing with me? Well, let me finish my coffee and then I'll come play with you. Hey, Mill. Do you want to move a little bit so everybody can see Millie as well? Oh no, where'd you go, Millie Moo?
Mama,
What's that?
you fixed it.
I did.
So then you can walk around and then it
Yeah. Well, before I took it off because she kept getting distracted trying to walk because of all the toys that were at the front. So we'll see. Millie Moo, you clever girl. Where are you going? Jamie, move your legs, good boy.
You know she can turn with it.
Oh yeah.
Careful, careful, careful.
She's very good at turning. Look at that. She handled that beautifully.
And then let go to try to pass. So, Autobot.
Yeah, now which word do I say after?
You have to try and say a word that starts with an O. Say like, you say and starts with the letter I said, the starting word. And then I say different word and starts with a different letter. And you have to do the same thing. Okay. So let's play Autobot.
Alright, you do the first word and the second word so I could really understand you, okay?
Autobot. Octopus.
Ah,
And
octagon.
Bumblebee and then banana.
Ah.
So we go different ways of letters.
Yeah. Who are you boxing? Yeah. Oh, look at Millie. She'll just use anything as a walker. Loves walking.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoe. How do you do that?
I play rock. So rock.
Two of them.
No, just one.
Okay.
Rock,
Paper,
paper, scissors, shoot.
So what's this one?
Scissors.
Okay. And what
And
other
this
ones
is-
do you have?
There's a rock.
Rock, okay.
And paper.
Paper like this. I thought paper was like this.
No, it could go anywhere.
Anyway, okay, alright. And then what else?
There's a volcano.
Oh, a volcano? And how do you do a volcano?
Your hands like this.
So, what can
And
stop a volcano?
A rock.
A rock going in?
No, actually, there's actually a rock, scissors, and paper. Oh, so
But I only have 2 hands and you can do a volcano. How can I cover up the volcano with all those 3 things? That will never work.
those just 2 things.
Okay.
First, you block the volcano with it's the paper,
With paper?
and then after that, you put the rock in, and then it covers the rock, and it makes it harder. And every time the paper gets exploded, then it's still poked in.
Oh, wow, okay. We should really do some science on the weekends about volcanoes. Maybe next weekend, because it's half term, we can make a volcano, even the one where we add some things into it and it explodes like a volcano. I remember seeing those online. What do you think?
Yeah.
Should we make a pepper mache volcano?
Yeah, and let's put like proper water, some liquid, and look for and spread it. It's water. I don't put it in.
Yeah.
And then we put a bit of air in. So, and then put a little stone in through. Some stones.
Yeah.
And then we will say 5 minutes, and it'll explode the stones, and it goes everywhere. That would be a good one. Where are I sitting?
Happy?
Yeah. Should I start plating?
Yeah, sure. How was your roast? Saturday roast, Jamie?
Amazing.
Yeah, what was the favourite bit?
The stuffing.
I don't know what's with the stuffing, but him and Tom just love it so much. I keep trying it every time and it just tastes like, just not my thing. But that cabbage, I polished off the whole thing. Tom had a little bit, Jamie tried. This is the rule we have in the house, that even if it's something you don't like, what do you have to do, Jamie?
Try it.
Yeah, try requires putting it in your mouth, chewing and swallowing, and then saying if you like it or not. And if you say you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not gonna push to eat it, but do it every time. So it's not like Jamie has tried beetroot once in his life. Every time I cook it, he's gotta try it. So he tries different ways of it cooked, don't you, Jamie? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did that. We ate a whole plate of veggies between all of us, and there's lots of chicken and stuff left over, but oh my god, there's something so amazing about a roast, isn't there?
We get sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah, since we ate all the veggies, and I had this sticky toffee in the freezer for ages, so I had to get it out, as if we needed an excuse to have some sticky toffee pudding. But yeah, we're having some with ice cream. And to be fair, that container is I think for 2 people, and we haven't even plated the whole thing up. Tom is watching football in the front room because it's some. Who are they playing? Who's Arsenal playing, David? Do you know?
But they play in blue.
Manchester City. See? But hope you enjoyed this video. Did they win? No. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe and like and all that jazz. Yeah?
Yeah.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.